Hello, I'm Andrea Praber, and this is Ocala's Rapid Report for Thursday, July 27th. Well, it looks like Farmers Insurance has left Florida. That's right. Farmers Insurance has opted to leave Florida, which will force over 100,000 policyholders to find alternative insurance coverage. On their website, it says very clearly, our story began with the simple goal of insuring the vehicles of rural farmers, but as the world changed, so did we. I would have to agree. The agricultural industry in Florida employs 2 million people and contributes more than $104 billion to Florida's economy each year. Florida's insurance commissioner, Michael Urowski, sent a letter to Farmers Insurance. In the letter, he writes, he's disappointed by the hastiness in this decision and troubled by how this decision may have cascading impacts to policyholders statewide. State regulators say that if you get a non-renewal notice, you should contact your agent immediately to seek alternative coverage. Now, if this is your insurance company, know that Farmers Insurance must give you 120 days notice before they drop you. Notices will start going out in October, so homeowners will have some time to prepare for this transition. This announcement came only weeks after the new CEO, Raul Vargas, announced that the company had reversed its decision to allow employees to remain remote and instead require them to come back to the office a minimum of 3 days a week. Unfortunately, this announcement came after many remote employees had already sold their homes and moved based off the assurances from the prior CEO, Jeff Daly, that they would remain remote. So while many employees are excited about the opportunities ahead, we recognize that not all business decisions will be supported by all employees, said Vargas in a statement regarding remote workers. So the question is, what happens to all of the employees and exclusive agents here in Florida? Well, moving on to Open Play Pickleball in downtown Market. They're back at it again. Pickleball is coming back to downtown Ocala on July 27th. That's today from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. The event is free, but you must register. So go on over to popcitypickleball.com. More information on the man that drowned in Rainbow River. Officials are investigating the death of a Morriston man found by a diver on Friday in the Rainbow River. Family and friends of Eric Michael Roberts, 33 of Marion County, are asking for answers regarding his death. Eric had been kayaking and drinking with friends on Thursday. Around 5 p.m. that night, they pulled their boats up to Blue Run Park to exit the river and get something to eat. Witnesses say that Eric began climbing the bridge and fencing and jumping into the water. His friends warned him of the danger and repeatedly asked him to get down. When he refused to stop, the rest of the group went to dinner at Swampy's. Eric had given his cell phone and wallet to one of the friends so that the items wouldn't get wet. He never joined them for dinner. The group returned and went looking for him, but couldn't locate Eric. They put their kayaks back into the water, went up and down the river, but still didn't locate him. They decided that he must have gotten a ride with someone else, or maybe was hanging out with someone and didn't call them as he didn't have his cell phone on him. The next morning, however, one of his friends grew concerned as she still hadn't heard from him. And after contacting his family and none of them had heard from him either, she came back to the river only to find law enforcement investigating and Eric being taken to the hospital where he was officially declared deceased. Gordon Hales, a diver, had been diving in the river that Friday morning and came across Eric at the bottom of the river around noon. Gordon had to shout for help to get Eric on shore, no one having any idea how long he'd been down there. CPR was administered and the police and paramedics arrived. Eric was a local favorite with his funny videos on TikTok under the name Slim Country. His family and friends know him better as Bubba and are heartbroken at the loss. Eric was a single father and was a hard worker, but was very vocal about his prior struggles with addiction and his subsequent recovery journey. Boaters, tubers, and swimmers alike are encouraged to play it safe this summer when visiting the Rainbow River and to adhere to posted signs asking people not to jump from the bridge as the water is way too shallow and there are large rocks and tree stumps beneath the water. This has been a rapid report brought to you by Great Expectations Realty, where you can expect more from your real estate experience. Now over to Dr. Doctor for today's weather.